What's up, everybody? I'm Phil. That's Sam.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are Bars and Barbells.
Today, I'm hanging with Sam, but we're doing Sara.
This is from Fleetwood Mac, and this is from their 1979 album, Tusk.
That's right. The last song that we did from Fleetwood Mac was Tusk, the self-titled song from that album. And in the comments, you guys were saying we should check out Sara from this album. And apparently it is a fan favorite based on those comments.
Yeah, you were saying that there's some pretty heavy emotional ties to this one with some issues that Stevie Nicks may have had with a past pregnancy. And we were also reading that it may be influenced by her breakup a little bit with Lindsey Buckingham. So it seems like it's very personal, this one.
Yeah, also you guys were saying in the comments there that there could have been some references to Don Henley and potentially an abortion that took place or something like that related to that relationship that went on. Like Sam said, maybe Lindsey Buckingham. I don't know. It sounds like there's a lot of speculation in this song. However, we will rely on you for some more of those insights down below. And you guys, I'm sure, will debate back and forth what the true meaning of this song is. But it'll be a first-time listen for us. That's what we do on the channel. So if you enjoy the video and you want to hang out with us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Without further ado, let's check out Sara.
Wait a minute, baby. Stay with me a while. Said you give me life, but you never told me about the fire.
Subtle build. A bass line.
Drowning in the sea of love, where everyone would love to drown. But now it's gone. It doesn't matter what for. When you build your house, then call me home. And it was just like a great dawn wind within the wings of a storm. I think I had hit my match. He was singing, and undoing, and undoing. Ooh, lazy, undoing the lazy.
Dynamic.
Said Sarah, you're the poet in my heart. Never change, never stop. But now it's gone. It doesn't matter what for. But when you build your house, then call me home.
Really a very dynamic song, very interesting. Start off with a mix on this one. I don't know if all the versions that are out there sound like this, but this one we're listening to, surprising how far back in the mix that we have Stevie Nicks's vocal. A lot of the time it's at the forefront. It's like so powerful in your ear, driving the song, in my experience anyway, with Fleetwood Mac. And this one, it's got this driving groove. The bass line really sticks out to me a whole lot. And Stevie Nicks' vocal is kind of haunting. You know, it's like not as, it's emotive for sure, but it's not as like angry or aggressive as you get sometimes with, you know, how powerful Stevie Nicks' vocal is. It's haunting sometimes, but it's also like scary haunting. This is more haunting, introspective haunting.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. I feel like her vocal always sounds incredible, but in this, I feel like it flows a lot more with the melody of the song. Like it's kind of like blended in a little bit more. The song itself just feels a little bit more like whimsical and kind of flowy, and like, you know, even the lyrics are a little bit cryptic and kind of like a little bit all over the place in terms of piecing together like a story or something like that. Like it's kind of challenging to do. And I feel like this song, it almost like reminds me of like water, the way it's just kind of like, you know, flowing.
And that goes alongside with the lyrics that she said, drowning in a sea of love. You know, people want that. They want to drown in any, you know, water that they would want to drown in would be a sea of love, right?
Yeah.
And then she said something as well about she was in love and they were singing or something like that. So that made me think of Lindsey Buckingham when she did make that reference. So maybe that's where some of that speculation comes in, that it's about him. But in the beginning, it seems like she was talking about the relationship dynamic. And it now seems like we could be trending towards that pregnancy dynamic.
Yeah.
So there's like two pieces to this. And that's interesting to me because in the beginning, it was such a slow build. And even, you know, you could feel the volume building. You could feel the drama building. And now getting into this back half here, it's kind of like she's, you know, showing all her cards. But in the beginning, it was, like you said, it was a little more cryptic.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably need to listen to it a couple times to pick out all the lyrics, but definitely, like you said, little pieces in there that you could see how you could tie those things together.
Yeah, like you were saying, like, I mean, I think part of the issue with picking up all the lyrics is because in this mix that we have Stevie Nicks' vocal a little bit further back, it's hard to pick up on all of them. It would have been nice if we had done a lyric video, to be honest, with this one. But, you know, we can always come back and listen to it again in the future. And, you know, I'm really enjoying just the musical presence on this one because it's kind of exploding to life as we go through it. So let's keep it going and see how
there's a
we
lot
finish.
to this with instrumentation wise as well.
Said Sara, you're the poet in my heart. Never change, never stop. But now it's gone. It doesn't matter what for. But when you build your house, oh, then call me home.
Those backing vocals.
Hold on, the night is coming, and it's starting for days. I stay home at night, all the time. I go anywhere,
Serenading. That was Fleetwood Mac with Sara. So interesting to me how Fleetwood Mac on so much of their catalog has this infusion of emotion in their music. And I think that really drove the creativity. Obviously, they had such great musicianship within the band, but so much of that was driven by their personal stories. And this was another example of that.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of their songwriting is very personal and close to the heart about their own experiences and their own emotions. But I think that's what makes great music, right? Is when it has a purpose and a place from the person who's writing it. And I feel like even in the back half, like you talked about her vocals sitting further back in the first half, which I totally agree. But even in the back half, I feel like that was even more so. And there was a lot of like keys to the piano sitting very far forward in the back half.
Yeah, it was, like I said, an interesting mix. And I felt like if I had to describe this song, it would be water and heaven combined. That's just the imagery it just gave me in the sound. And I think that those backing vocals played a big role in that. And, you know, you made the reference of water, but obviously, you know, when you're dealing with a personal situation like this of loss to a degree, you know, that representation of heaven or heavenly or a gospel, I think that's what I got as well. And alongside that.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I was getting, like I said, like a very fluid water kind of like melodic feel alongside this like whimsical, ethereal kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I took from it.
Yeah. Well, that was Sara. Hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out with us on this one. I enjoyed checking out more from Fleetwood Mac. I think Fleetwood Mac might be second on the list of most songs that we've done on the channel.
Yeah.
They definitely
and they've
are
also been very diverse.
100%. And I think that's because they have diversity in the group members,
Yeah,
but
that's
also
fair.
even individually, you see, you know, Stevie Nicks, what she's capable of doing for the spectrum of style, right? So I think, like I was going to say, I think in top 5 for sure, Fleetwood Mac. Led Zeppelin's probably number 1. I would say maybe 2 or 3 is probably Fleetwood Mac in our playlist and number of videos that we've done. So
Yep.
clearly you guys have enjoyed Fleetwood Mac because you keep requesting them on the channel. We've enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, I love them. It was a name I had always heard of like before getting into this channel, but I never knew anything about who they were, what they were about, and I've really enjoyed our journey with them.
Yeah. I didn't know one member of the band. You know, I think I had heard the name, like you said, but I had not heard any individual members. And
Yeah.
now we've grown far beyond that because
Yes,
our
we
catalog has
have.
grown. So if you've got another recommendation for Fleetwood Mac and you want us to check out more, down below in the comment section is where you got to go. And if you enjoyed the video, you got to hit the like button. If this is your
Become a
first
liker.
time here, you got to subscribe. And if you keep coming back and you're not subscribed because you don't know how, it's all good. We like you hanging out with us either way. Have a great day. We'll see you on our next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.